This is test one. This is part A of test one, where I test the individual planet generation. This is done for an extra game, as you can see, using an extra Unity game rather than the main game, which is built for just testing planet generation. In this game, I'm going to click start and wait for it. You can see there's a planet generated, which is correct with 6 sides, as you expect. Um, you can see this planet is generated with this gradient, and gradient does match, kind of, the planet. So that's nice. So for test one, let's try different gradients, and we see whether the planets will match correctly. So we should copy some gradients from the main game, such as Jupiter, for example. Actually, no, let's go for Mars first. So let's copy that, put it in there, regenerate, and there's Mars-ish. At least it matches the gradients, although gradient might not be the best, but at least it matches the gradients. Now let's test for another 4. Oh, 3. Let's give Saturn a turn. Put it in there, chuck it in, reload it. And in a second, there you go, matches. 2 more, and it's routine. Set Uranus on, paste, matches again, and finally, we'll take Venus. Actually, no, I think that's the first one. We'll take Mercury. Uh, there you go. Test 1 Part A is officially completed. Now I've moved to 1B, which is that the noise fractal at FBM is working properly. So let's start again. Actually, no, we don't need to because we can just use the cube is mimicking as the viewer object here. As you can see, it's placed into as a viewer object. There you go. I tagged it and placed it in. Sorry about that. As we move towards one side, you can see it slowly generates, and these quad trees are not all that side of the correct position. And as we push further and further, we should see more detail meshes popping up. One here, and one here, one here, one there. Bam. As you can see, it's up there. And you can see from the orange dots that it's generated in the correct place as expected. If we move it away, you can see that it's been disabled as being right, as well as the other ones being activated. So the level data system is working properly. Now let's move it back. There you go. That's the highest resolution. You can barely see it like that. There you go. And let's put a camera there to see the resolution of the meshes. Well, a bit further. You can kind of see, you can see the details already. It's much more detailed compared to, let's just say here. So you can see a gradual increase in the detail of the mesh already by that. But let's sort the camera out and you see it as well on the camera. Just give me one sec. You can see there's two different distinctive layers there. That's more high resolution, and that's farther away at slightly lower resolution. If you go even closer to the camera, wait, no, even closer to the mesh, we should see more. So you can see one, two, three kind of stuff. So there's a gradual level. But obviously, on the surface, you shouldn't be able to see the difference as you'll be too small to witness the edges. So that's around here. You can see the edges of the meshes here, as where my mouse is pointing out currently. You can see there are some seams here, but these seams does not matter because you cannot see it, which is the main point here when you arrive, and we will show that later in a later test with the actual in-game footage that you cannot actually see the seams. So that's test 1B done. That indeed works in there. And so let's head back to documents. And that's also test C 1C done. I also did it before realizing. So